Hi, and welcome to this mini lesson on don't kneecap your communication. This is so essential for all IEP parents to learn, particularly moms, and I'm going to get into that in a minute, but let's go ahead and get started. First of all, welcome. I'm Lisa Leitner. I am a special education advocate and lobbyist. And if you haven't been introduced to my content before, you can find me at Don't IEP Alone and A Day in Our Shoes. I have hundreds and hundreds of articles online to help parents with the IEP process, as well as an online IEP training program for parents. Whoops, let me move this a minute. Great. Okay, so the expression kneecap is a slang term, and it basically just means, obviously to hit someone in the knees, quite literally, but figuratively it means, if you hit someone in the knees, you're going to disrupt the momentum. You're going to prohibit that person from making any progress, right? And that's what I find too many moms are doing with their IEP communication. You're in your own way, right? And when you kneecap your own language and your own communication, you're prohibiting yourself from making any progress. So let me get into some specifics. Okay, I used to use the term, I've been doing this kind of mini lesson. I have it on my blog, A Day in Our Shoes, and I go really in depth to IEP teen communication in my course, which I'll give you more information at the end. But I used to call it power words. And then I came across this little meme or graphic that said, don't kneecap your sentences. And I just thought that was so perfect. And it's a little bit more powerful in that it's not just about using powerful language, but it's also about removing soft language from your communication. And here are some examples. It's these little modifiers that we don't just use them, but we're kind of expected to use them. And I just did it now. I said kind of. We are expected to use them. It's like, well, I don't want to call out misogyny, but I am calling out misogyny. And women are trained by society, whether we realize it or not, but society expects us to be nice. We're supposed to be polite, not make waves, not question the status quo. And when we have IEP concerns, right, in our gut that tell us that something isn't right, we find ourselves in a tremendous amount of conflict because our gut is telling us that something isn't right, but yet we want to go all mama bear on them and fix this. And so we might call out issues that we see, but we use these softening words like maybe and sort of and just, right? Maybe you should leave. Maybe he needs this in his IEP. I'm just trying to help. Okay, these things, they soften anything we say and it undermines us. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. Okay. And this happens so often in IEP meetings. It really does. Sorry, I know this is a little distracting, but I want you to be able to see the minute recording if you want to go back and find better examples later on. If you're like, yeah, I gotta change my letter to the team and I want to use that example that she gave. I want you to be able to find it. So that's why I'm leaving the clock on. Okay. But yes, we need to use forceful words, power words. Okay. I'm going to give you some examples of things that I found, and these are actual sentences and phrases that I found in letters from parents that I was editing. I was wondering if, I just wanted to know, I would like, I would appreciate, I think she needs, it should be, it appears. This one was my favorite. I may wish to, and it was regarding an IEE. I may wish to pursue an IEE. No, 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 no. You are going to request an IEE. I am requesting an IEE. Please send me the paperwork. See, you can say please. Please is polite. There's nothing wrong with being polite. Please send me the paperwork to get an IEE started. let me know where I should send the information. Something like that that indicates that you are expecting to receive an IEE. And instead of asking for things, this is another one of my favorites. Instead of asking for things, it's can I ask for? You can ask for whatever you want. What are you asking for? And hopefully just by seeing these examples, probably some light bulbs are going off and you're like, oh my God, I do that, right? We all do it. It's okay. It's when you know better, you do better. And I look at letters that I wrote 10 years ago and I cringe. And I still find things in old blog posts and examples like that I'm like, I can't believe I said that. I was wondering if I could ask for. No, if you're requesting something for your child, ask for it. I would appreciate. I would really appreciate it if you would put this on my IEP. No. Okay, so some ideas to use instead. She needs. So let's go back to I think she needs. I think she needs social skills. No, she needs social skills. It should be. Now this one, the original letter that this was in was that a parent was requesting that their records be changed. And in particular, I believe it was a reevaluation report. And the parent wanted some wording in the reevaluation report changed. So instead of, this is what they told the school was, well, it should be, but no, the correct statement is. And I fixed it for saying, and we took out the statement is an incorrect statement. It is incorrect because, and we listed the data that we had as far as why that was an incorrect statement. And then we put the correct statement is. And then we added, please let me know. Or did we, no, we didn't say, please let me know when it has been changed. We said, send me a copy of the updated edited report or something like that. But we use direct language instead of, well, this report is kind of sort of wrong. It should say this, right? And again, this may wish to pursue and can I ask for? I am asking for. I am requesting. You're not being rude. You're being forceful. You're being direct. It's eliminating all the BS surrounding sentences. We don't have to sugarcoat this stuff. And as women, we're trained to sugarcoat this stuff and not make waves. And then it undermines our authority and credibility. Okay, now the one I'm saving for last, for God's sakes, please stop apologizing. This one I find more often in meetings and in actual, verbal speech rather than written. But it's that I'm sorry, but stop apologizing for asking for what your child needs and what IDEA says they're entitled to. You don't have to apologize. If you've been done wrong and your child has been done wrong by the school, why would you apologize to them? Your child hasn't been receiving FAPE and you're going to apologize to them? No. That's not how this goes. We are strong women. We are educated. We know what our kids need. We may not be able to define it. If you're new to the IEP process, you might need more work in that area, but don't ever apologize for asking what your child needs. Okay, so if you want to dig in deep, this is the link. It should work. Oh yes, look at that, it works. How about that? Oh, now I can't go back. There we go. The link works. This is the link to take my online course. I dig deep into FAPE and what is FAPE and what is your child entitled to? What can you ask for? How do you ask for it? We have a online dedicated private forum where you can post your parent letters and we will edit them for you and help you, and you can get feedback from other parents. I mean, there's just so much great stuff there. Definitely take a look, and I hope to see you there. So I hope this was a worthwhile 10 minutes and that your advocacy is better for it. Thanks for joining me.